Hello guys, back again. Let's try and see if this one works. If it's any better, let me know. If not, then there's not much more I can do about it tonight. But yeah, let me know if it's any better. I tried to lower the frames per second of the stream, but oh. So let's go back to where we were. So my team. Right, so yeah, Danny Ings, I scored 66 points this week. If you haven't watched the first half of this stream, because I had to stop it halfway through. But yeah, this is my team. I've already made my transfer. Danny Ings has come in and Jimenez has made way. And next week I will be making these two transfers of Mahrez out and Gibson out to be replaced by Robertson and to be replaced by probably just Hayden, just to sit on my bench. So yeah, those are my predicted transfers this week. So then, moving on, guys. So a few questions from the chat. So FPL lover Firmino thought. I don't think Firmino is a bad option. I just don't know. I think he's a good option for the double, but I worry if he's not a good option going beyond the double. Is my concern. So yeah, it's whether you bring him in for the double and that's great, but then what do you want to do with him beyond that is my concern. I definitely think the likes of Mane, Trent, Robertson, Salah are better option than him long term, but in the double with two away fixtures where we see Firmino kind of thriving, he definitely looks better. It does look like a nice option, so that's where it's a little bit tricky in sort of making that decision whether you keep him long term. So for me, if you're looking for a differential just for the double, then great, he's a good option. But if you're looking for options longer than just the double, then I would look at some of the other assets. You're going to get Benteke in and you think, I don't think that's legit. Please don't do that. You brought Ings in for Rashford last night. You can't have an injured Rashford in your team instead of adding Salah to my triple up. Well, exactly. I think we'll get more news on Rashford tomorrow, and I can see him playing at the weekend and being risked even with an injury because it is Liverpool. And then if he has to sit out the Burnley game, then he sits out the Burnley game. But I don't. If Ole has even a chance of playing him against Liverpool, I think he'll take that risk. But yeah, I can definitely see Ings in for Rashford as a good move. I like that. Well done, Joseph. Last, so McCarthy and Lascelles or Dubravka and Stevens. So I mean that's a bit even. So I just go McCarthy and Lascelles due to price on that one. They're practically the same points wise. I think they will produce the same points wise. So yeah, So for me, it has to, yeah. I would go McCarthy and Lascelles due to price. Hi Liam. So you've currently got Abraham in, switched to Ings after this game week. Yeah, definitely a good option. I can see why you'd want to. Yeah, is it working better than before, guys? Yeah, I can definitely see why you'd want to be getting Ings in and Abraham out after this week because Chelsea's fixtures do turn a bit tough. Even if you had a free transfer this week, it might not be the worst transfer with Chelsea away at Newcastle. Not always the easiest place to go. So yeah, if you did have a free transfer this week, it could still be worth it for this week. So maybe have a look at that. Oh. I know why the chat's not working. That's why I didn't think it was working, because no new messages were coming in. But I just had one sec, guys, and then all your messages will start showing up for me. Sorry, this has been a bit doolally, this stream. That should do it. When it appears, we should have the updated chat. So let's see what you guys are saying. Definitely better. This looks much better. Thanks, guys. Is it working better now? Yeah, working. No problems now. Facecam and audio working smoothly. Thanks, guys. You might just not be able to read the chat box as well. But let me know if you can't read the chat box. But that's something I'm struggling with for a while. Would you start Soy, Cantwell, or Traore, both or neither? To be honest, if you had Soyuncu this game week, so Leicester have Burnley away, I'd probably try and start Soy, and I'd probably bench Traore out of those two. I'd definitely start Cantwell this week if you've got him. Looks like a good option this week, definitely. Perfect. It's good to see that it is all working. If as well, guys, if you want me to review your teams, just drop your team ID in the chat, and I can then get them up on stream for you, and we can have a look and we can talk about any transfers that you guys would want to make. So if you want that, just put your team ID in the chat and I will get it up for you. Perfect. Yeah, it's good to see that it's back working. So yeah, Hayden is likely to come at -4 next week to sell Mahrez and Gibson to bring in Hayden and Robertson with a shift to a 4-3-3. So that would be Robertson, Lundstrom, Trent, Soyuncu at the back, and then midfield 4-4-2 even. So then a midfield 4 of Maddison, Mane, De Bruyne, Martial, and then Vardy and Ings up front. And then transfers going forward would be used to do Kelly to the likes of Lascelles to slightly improve the bench. And then maybe look at Maddison or Martial and then switch to a 4-3-3. But at the moment, my plan is next week is to do that, and then Kelly to Lascelles after that. That's the plan anyway. All right, we can definitely get into that in a minute. So just at a few of the talking points. So captaincy picks. So I definitely think Vardy is a great captaincy pick. I definitely think De Bruyne is a great captaincy pick. I think these two again will be very highly captained. Both have overall ownership of over 100%, which means if you don't captain them and they return, you get a red arrow. For me, Vardy will be my captain. Burnley haven't looked amazing recently, and I fancy Vardy to get back on the score sheet. Hey Nick, yeah, messages are now going through. Thanks. It is all coming through now. Thank you guys. Yeah, definitely we'll do a review for anyone who wants it in the chat. So Williams instead of Lascelles, perhaps just 3.4 more and more attacking potential is definitely an option, but I won't be playing him very much, which is why maybe Lascelles is the better option. But I will have a lot of cash in the bank, so Williams could definitely be an option because of his attacking threat. Grealish over benching Cantwell over Grealish this week. Other players hoping doesn't punish benching Grealish. Yeah, definitely start Cantwell for sure. And actually, if I was going to bench anyone out of that, then I really might consider benching Abraham, even as a Chelsea fan, because we don't know how Newcastle can be so good defensively. So yeah, all messages are coming through. Thanks, guys. Was thinking about getting Ings in this week, but quite like the idea of Tammy playing away against an injury. They're not that injured anymore, though. A lot of their injured players are coming back. So I would just watch out for that one. Double game week preparation. So, of course, that will be Robertson in. So going for the double defence is definitely the way I'm going. I can see why people go double midfield, but I don't want to go tearing up my team in order to get them in. So it's just the way I'm going. Let me know what you guys are doing. Are you going for that double midfield? Are you going double defence? Or are you not tripling up at all? Or are you going triple defence? Or what's your plan? Let me know what you're doing and why you've chosen that argument. So then blank game week 24 preparation. So this is sort of Kelly to that Newcastle defender really helps with 28 and 31, the blanks, because we're hoping that Newcastle will play in both. We know they're going to play in 28 and 31. They play against Aston Villa. Now, that game isn't postponed yet because teams are still in the cup, but it seems likely that it will still go ahead with the way those two teams are playing. You've gone Trent, Mane, Salah. Okay, double midfield, nice. It is a good option, and to be honest, having triple Liverpool is going to be a bonus anyway. Not many people, not a high percentage of people will go the triple Liverpool route, or they'll end up taking hits going into the game week to get it, which I suppose is what I'm doing. But having it is definitely a bonus in itself. So yeah, game week 28 prep. I may end up selling Soyuncu or Maddison going forward, and Soyuncu may be the one who's more likely to make way, but I haven't really looked at potential options for him yet. And then, so guys, a couple of you have put your team IDs in the chat, so let me go and stick them in, and it will take about 20 minutes for each of these to load, so that's always good. 64952. So we will start with you, Joseph, when it comes up. 68 points, very nice score. I like the Mahrez punt a lot. So this is his team, guys, and on the bench, is Rico, Kelly, Elneny, and Button. Now, obviously, you've got a few injury concerns there, and Rico, who was benched at the weekend. Now, you made one transfer last week, so I'm imagining that you've got one transfer to make this week. Now, I'd probably wait on injury news to see whether you do Ramsdale out or maybe Rashford out. I think if both of them are out, then Rashford to Ings is a good move, but then you're without a keeper. So then a -4 is probably worth it to sell Ramsdale and Rashford. Would be the way I'd go, Joseph. Evening, Rovers Vlogs. Nice to see you back again. If you want to put your team ID in the chat, I'm doing some team reviews at the moment. Overall rank 156k, very nice, just slightly above me. Really good position to sort of push forward. But yeah, really good stuff, Joseph. Rashford to England, same the other free transfer, hopefully. Oh, okay, so you've got two. Well, it depends on Ramsdale news, because if you're going to go with... if Ramsdale's out for a while, you're going to need a keeper, aren't you? So even McCarthy at Southampton is a good move going forward. And Bournemouth defence is very poor, so it might be worth selling Ramsdale anyway. So next we had 177 Arrogantsny. 177 600. So 53 points this week. Okay. Double Liverpool midfield. Any money in the bank? How do I? Nothing in the bank. Okay. So. I mean, I personally think the double Liverpool midfield has slightly unbalanced your squad, and a double defence probably would have helped it better. But you can start Cantwell over Traore this week. Your team does look quite strong. There's not much that I would change apart from trying to do Calvert-Lewin to Ings, and I really think that would strengthen up your team. Now, how I would do that would probably be selling Traore. Traore to Fleck. Sorry, I'm not in that cash league. No, I'm not. I will be next year, but I'm not this season. I'd probably right if you did Traore to Fleck. Would that leave you Calvert-Lewin to Ings? That those two would be good transfers, I think, for you. I'm not a huge fan of Calvert-Lewin. I understand why people brought him in, but definitely start Cantwell this week over Traore. Yeah. And then looking at Ings, I definitely think is a good one to help you push up the ranks. I can see which of you guys are in my mini league as well. Huh. But yeah, that's where I'd go. So next. Your first time playing double live for this game week, once you got Salah. Yeah, then that's definitely good moves. But good luck with it. It's first season. Especially if that's your first season, that's a very nice team to have. So keep up the good work, and hopefully next season together we can push up the ranks further. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep trying to help you as much as we can. And everyone in the chat, if you guys have any advice for anyone that you see their team up, let them know. So this is Liam McNeil. So if you guys have any points for this guy in the chat, then let him know. 62 points this week, overall rank 833k, 2 transfers made. So, Dendoncker came off your bench, or you started Dendoncker. If you've started Dendoncker for a 10-pointer, Liam, then absolutely congratulations. But yeah, this is the thing I think we might see as a recurring theme of a slight lack of balance when we see Salah and Mane in people's lineups, because it then means that you're starting Dendoncker every week. Now, Abraham to Ings and Dendoncker to Fleck or Dendoncker to Cantwell are 2 great moves for you, Liam, in the coming weeks. Maybe even Fleck, because those Sheffield United fixtures are really nice and he seems to be on great form. So if you want this double midfield, then downgrade Abraham to Ings and Dendoncker up to the likes of Fleck. Would be good transfers, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, you're planning on getting Cantwell. Now, the only reason that I'd say Fleck is these fixtures coming up from 25 onwards. So Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Brighton, Aston Villa, Norwich, Newcastle, Liam is probably maybe where I'd look. So I can have a look at Fleck for you quickly, just to show you why. Let me get Sheffield United up. Total points. So here's Fleck. Fleck is 4.9. Good fixtures coming, and in recent weeks he's returned. So 15, 0, 2, 2, 2, 9. It's quite close between him and Cantwell, but I just favour their fixtures slightly more. So who was next? No, wrong page for it. No, that's also the wrong. Oh, we need to go here. Who are so your team ID? One Rovers 2. How are you doing in that cash league? Is that cash league going well? Let me know. So 62 wild card played. Here we go. 59k, lovely rank. Captain on Sterling, vice fell on Salah. I wonder who came off your bench. Probably one of the defenders. Okay, absolutely like your team a lot. Of course, you've done what this week? Jimenez to Ings. You said you've done. Now I don't think I need to. I reckon I could predict what your transfer is next week. Now that you've done Jimenez to Ings, if you put in the chat what your transfer next week is one row vlogs, I reckon I know exactly what your plan is. So you put it in the chat and we'll see if I get it right. I'm predicting that it's Sterling, who is sat on your bench, to Sadio Mane for the double Liverpool midfield going into the double game week and beyond. That's what I think you will be doing, and it's a very good move if that's what you're planning. I like it a lot. Sarr is a very nice pick. I think maybe Calvert-Lewin is not the best, but not an awful pick. Yeah, I was correct. I could see that was coming. It's a very nice team. You're captaining Sterling this week. I expect him to be back in the lineup. I have Mahrez. I got Mahrez for a 2-week punt. He scored me 17 last week. He could score me 1 this week, and I still averaged 9 across both game weeks. So I've done very well out of him, and I cannot complain. I hope that Mahrez gets a start because of the form he's in, but Bernardo Silva and Sterling both played 0 minutes last game, but then they have had a whole week off. So yeah, I really like that team. Guys, anyone else who wants me to check out their teams in on the stream, let me know. But really nice team. Congrats on that. Nice wild card. Definitely going to help you. Did you get a green arrow this week with 62? Just, I probably imagine just. But yeah, well done. Very well done. So finally, I suppose, if we just go and have a look at some of the fixtures. So you guys looking at, this is a really useful website. So it is public, Tableau Public. Where's it disappeared to? There we go, it's back. And no, it's going again. Yep, it's back. Basically, you can select how it gets updated, so the fixtures don't always stay the same, and you can update the number of game weeks you want to show, and it ranks it on the easiest to most difficult. So if we look, so over the next 7 game weeks, Liverpool are first, and a double triple up is definitely worth it for them. Brighton second, some good differentials there. Sheffield United next, why I hinted at getting Fleck in. Southampton, why I hinted at getting Ings. Leicester, I think, is very lenient to be that high up. As soon as, if you started taking out, if you made it just 5 game weeks, Leicester then start to absolutely plummet. Look, Leicester move down to all the way to third bottom if it's just the next 5 weeks. So their game week 28 and game week 29 is very nice, but they could blank in 28. So I'm looking at maybe selling off one of my assets there. But back up to 7 game weeks, which I find is sort of a good judge of when we should be buying players for. So West Ham, Man U, I think, is a bit rash being all the way down here. So Liverpool, yes, hard. Then Burnley, Wolves at home, not bad fixtures. Chelsea away, we don't keep clean sheets. Watford, Everton, Man City, they're sort of keep options for me, definitely. But yeah, guys, so that's a great website. If there's any team you sort of want me to analyse at all, let me know in the chat and I can focus on them for you. If not, then I don't really have anything more in particular to focus on. So just fire away any questions that you guys have, and I will do my best to answer them. Just for anyone who isn't aware, anyone who's based in London, next week we are having some sort of FPL drinks near Victoria. A couple of us are going. Any FPL manager is welcome to come say hello. It's while the football is on, that's why we've done it. So there is midweek, game week 24, the Wednesday night. So yeah, if you guys want to let me know, message me on Twitter if you would like to come, and we can always add you to the lists. But yeah, it should be really good fun, especially with the sort of football on. Man U are that night, I think Leicester are that night, so it should be really good. But yeah, guys, I suppose if you don't have anything more, then I can just play my fancy new outro. And say I'll see you next week, hopefully with a better quality stream, but I can't promise it. The state of the chat, I know I can hardly read it. But thanks, guys, for coming by again. Please like, comment, subscribe the lot. And sorry, one question. Is it so you're a similar rank to me? I will be wildcarding late, 36 maybe not, but 34 roughly. I don't do it so much because I think the wildcard will boost my rank in itself. I do it so that I can play the other game weeks how I want to. I don't necessarily gain a lot from playing my wildcard then, but if I played my wildcard now, I might gain for the next 5 game weeks, but the game weeks around the doubles and the blanks, I wouldn't perform as well in them, even if it's before I played my wildcard. So I definitely think it's worth holding it. But anyway, guys, good luck in game week 23. I hope you are looking forward to it as much as I am. And then game week 24 is a Tuesday deadline, so don't forget to set your teams up for that. Anyway, guys, I will say thank you and goodbye. Please like, comment, subscribe, and message me on Twitter if you've got any questions about anything FPL or not. And yeah, guys, I will see you next week. Cheers, guys.